So, after 3 long years, the creator of Yu Yu Hakusho and Hunter x Hunter makes his way to the world of Twitter. Togashi made his way on Twitter, and yesterday had the whole Twitter space, the whole anti-Twitter space, the whole anti-TikTok, whole anti-YouTube, whatever you want to say, going crazy. I believe this was trending yesterday. The time of recording this, it is May 25th. Togashi yesterday tweeted this, a picture with a 6, and if you translate his tweet, it says 4 more episodes for the time being. Right? Now, a lot of y'all who are watching this video are probably wondering, what does this mean? 4 more episodes for the time being? 4 more episodes or 4 more chapters for Hunter x Hunter, right? Now, with that being said, Hunter has been on hiatus for, at the time of this recording, 1,277 days. Now you're probably asking yourself, hey, C4, how do you know this? Well, there's this website called Hunter x Hunter Hiatus, right? You're probably asking why I pronounced the X. I just did, but whatever. And it has been, like I said, 1,277 days since the last chapter of Hunter x Hunter has dropped, which is wild, right? So with that being said, I saw a lot of people on Twitter going crazy. A lot of people on Twitter saying, yo, Togashi's back, the GOAT, the GOAT, the GOAT. And me, on the other hand, I looked at this a little sideways. I looked at this with a grain of salt. I didn't look at this like with excitement. I looked at this like, okay, where are we going with this? Where are we going with this? Now, let me start with Andy Twitter and everybody else that was on Andy YouTube and all this other stuff. I feel like a lot of people don't really understand, like, that even if, let's just say, Togashi was to go and make more chapters of Hunter, there is no promise of an anime right away because there isn't enough content to continue the anime. Now, you're probably wondering, hey C4, why are you saying that? Well, I noticed also as well on Twitter that a lot of people got into anime during quarantine, and a lot of people watch Hunter during quarantine. Why? Because it's easy access. It's on Netflix. So all the episodes are on Netflix. You probably say, well, Netflix doesn't have anything. It had enough for people to go on there and watch Hunter x Hunter, which is cool. Hunter is a really good anime. It's one of my favorite animes. I really like it a lot. Gon is one of my favorite characters. Love Killua. I love Kurapika. Lurio has amazing moments. So, like I said, a lot of people watched this during quarantine, and I saw a lot of people hype. They go, yes, the GOAT, the GOAT, the GOAT. But a lot of people also don't understand that you need material to keep going when you make an anime. For example, Isayama had to take a really big gap from the season 1 of AOT to season 2. There is a gap. Why? Because Isayama, he was going, but he didn't have enough material to have a season 2 or like just off rip. So there had to be a gap. Another example is, for a lot of people, Dragon Ball Super. The reason why we haven't had another Dragon Ball Super, arc or anything is because there just isn't enough content to keep it going. I mean, now there is where they could keep it going, but there just isn't enough to where it's like, hey, look, we can make this. Now, there are times where obviously people go and they make stuff without the manga or without, just without that, and they'll make it on their own. And sometimes it comes out good, sometimes it doesn't. For case in point, in Game of Thrones, they did not have the rest of the books to make that ending really good. So the ending is what we get. With Hunter, I feel like Hunter is like a passion. Like, that's something that, Togashi really likes. The adaptation is amazing. A lot of people say that the adaptation of the anime is way better than the manga. And I'm probably just rambling at this point, but I'm saying is that, like, we're not gonna get an anime right away. I need a lot of people to understand that we're probably not going to get an anime right away, and I don't think that we're going to get one anytime soon. I only say that because it's been 161 He was on a streak for 10, 10, 10, a lot. Like, he was on a streak, but you gotta think, it's been 161 weeks since. Like, that's a long time. He hasn't really dropped that many chapters, and these chapters drop on a monthly basis. So it's been a very long time since he's dropped. And I look at that a little bit like, you know, yeah, we're not gonna get this for a while. So when I saw that Togashi had tweeted this, and I saw 4 more episodes for the time being, I saw, you know, in his bio, it says, what does it say again? It says, it's official. It is official. I will mainly tell you the progress of the manuscript. I looked at this and I was like, okay, yeah, I'm not getting hyped for this for one, because one, I vow to never read the Hunter manga just because I don't want to be left with a cliffhanger, right? And 2, the Hunter anime it ends fine to where you don't really need like to keep reading the manga. But as well as that too is that, dog, he was just on a 161 week hiatus. Or 161 weeks. Right? Like let's sit in for a moment. 161. That's 3 years. So Togashi was on this streak for 3 years. What did I say again? 1,277 days. 3 years and 6 months of being on this streak. So when I saw this tweet and I saw everybody going crazy, look, 1.2 million likes. When I saw this and I saw everybody going crazy, I looked at this like, y'all aren't looking at the full picture here. Y'all aren't really looking at it like how I'm looking at it. I'm looking at this like, hey, look, he'll drop a few chapters, and you know, even the people in my Discord said the same thing. You know, make sure you join. But he'll drop a few chapters and then dip off. And if he drops more chapters, like if he goes like a whole, like let's say 2-3 years of just dropping straight chapters, I'll be very surprised. I'm not gonna lie, I will be very surprised. But if he drops maybe like right here, I see a 6, and here it says 4 more episodes. If he drops, let's just say in total 10, there's no difference between this. Like there is no like 10. There is no difference. That's like, so I didn't sit here and I didn't get hype, and I didn't, because in my mind I'm like, he's gonna take another break. Togashi, but the thing with Togashi is, I believe Togashi had once said that, you know, he wants to keep going. He wants to keep doing this. And he doesn't want anybody else to write it. You know, his wife is the creator of Sailor Moon. He doesn't want anybody to keep touching it. That's fine. That's understandable. But at some point, you have to just take into account your health versus like your job. Like sometimes some of you just have to sit there and be like, hey, look, is this even worth it anymore? Like, is this even worth it? And I feel like with Togashi, it's not really worth it. It's not. Like, you can leave your project incomplete. You can leave it here. Obviously, there are diehard Hunter fans. I saw everybody going crazy on the timeline. I saw people who don't even read the manga going crazy, because like it's like I said in the beginning, they don't understand that you have to make content. In my opinion, it's like I said, there's not enough content to have a whole nother thing for Hunter. There's not enough. And if you were to make another thing for Hunter, it would get the same treatment as Attack on Titan, as Dragon Ball Super. It would get to a point where it has to stop for a moment and be left on a cliffhanger until he picks it up. So it's like I said, Hunter, the anime, ended in a really good spot. It ended in a spot where it's like, okay, you can leave it here. You don't need to pick it up. You can just leave it right here and it will be fine. And everybody should just be cool with the ending, right? I'm cool with the ending. I have no problems with the ending. Sure, I have a few questions, but I'm not over here like just begging for more. I'm not yearning for more, because I understand that Togashi takes breaks. He takes breaks. All his breaks, like all his hiatuses, are more than how many chapters he drops. When he takes a hiatus, his hiatuses add up to how many chapters he dropped, basically. So, but then when you look at his other work, Yu Hakusho, he took one break. One break. One. But he went 168 strong, took one break, and then came back to drop the last 7. He took one break. But with Hunter, you know, look at all this red. He has taken multiple breaks, and that's why when I look at people on the timeline saying, yo, man, I'm excited, it's like, y'all don't really understand that this guy takes breaks. And if he does drop these however many chapters, we not gonna see him for a minute, because he's gonna take another break. Now, you know, like I said, like I'm saying, I want Togashi to just be in good health. Sometimes things is not worth it. And I think that Hunter is not worth it, in my opinion. I think that he should have never did this. If I'm gonna be completely honest, just let it be. Just let it be where it's at. Let it, you know, just let it be where it's at. Now I'm probably gonna sound like a jerk. I'm probably gonna sound like an asshole, and I'm just rambling at this point. But just let it be where it's at. And I only say that because 3 years, 169 or 161, like that's a long time. And if people really want this anime, they are going to be waiting. Like, if I'm gonna be completely honest, I could see One Piece ending before like the anime comes back for Hunter, even if it does ever come back. I could see like a lot of things happening before he completes the story for Hunter, just because like he's gonna take another break. And I feel like, you know, people got the quarantine glasses on, because I know a lot of people probably watch this during quarantine, and people are obviously diehard Hunter fans. That's fine, but nah, he's gonna take another break. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. And like I said, I'm probably rambling, and that's all right. But it's just free flowing thoughts. But yeah, I don't think he should. I just don't think he should have tweeted that. I think he just let it be. Hunter is a cool anime, and I really like it, but some things you just gotta let die. But if Togashi wants to keep it going, hey man, I wish you the best. And it's kind of crazy too that his guy has gotten 1.7 million followers just off of 2 tweets. So yeah, that was just me rambling. Basically, just airing out my thoughts, let them be known on the interwebs. Like I said, nah, dog, nah, this ain't it, dog. This ain't it. But yeah. With that being said, I'm that guy C4, and let's see how long this goes. If you made this far in the video, how many chapters do you think Togashi will drop? And just how many chapters do you think this guy will drop? Let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see y'all later. Deuces, peace, 1.